from WBNE.
Howdy, yokes, and welcome back to Bacon and Eggs. I'm Tyler Carlin.
And I'm Ethan Edgehill.
And today is Monday.
And this is Bacon and Eggs.
So name the dog.
Stop relying on technology.
Because today we're bringing you
Hawkeye.
I'm gonna get out of bed and start my day. Cook up a breakfast of bacon and eggs. I won't check my phone till after my coffee. And then
This is
I'll go
episode
for a
3,
jog all
Echoes. You know, we used to be in a band called 13 Echoes. It was directed by Bert and Bertie. I don't know who that is. It came out on December 1st, which was my birthday. Oh my God, I turned 29 that day. December 1st, 2021, 7
God,
days
you're
ago.
old. Holy
Me
hell.
and Britney Spears. And
What?
my old boss. Me and Britney Spears.
Oh, like share a
some-
birthday.
Yeah, she's a Sagittarius.
I thought you were
Everybody
trying to
knows
say
this.
Britney Spears is 29. And I'm like, that's absolutely not true.
Britney Spears is absolutely 29. Don't you dare tell me that she's a day over 29.
She definitely is. Well, see, you're 29 now is the problem.
Have I
And
told
she
you
is
the
older
story
than
about
you.
when I was a kid and I got Oops, I Did It Again on CD for Christmas from my Uncle Mike, and I took it up to my bedroom at my grandmother's house and kissed Britney Spears?
Ladies and gentlemen, WB or Bacon and Eggs is a product of the WB Podcast Network. My name's Ethan Edgehill. That's been Tyler Carlin. Arrivederci.
It's got a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know we don't do a 0 out of 100 for these shows, but what would you give it 0 out of 100
For this episode?
for this episode?
This is a tough one, honestly.
Tough to watch or tough to score?
No, tough to score. See, the thing is, I love a good car chase, right?
Uh-huh.
I honestly cannot decide if that was the best car chase or the worst car chase.
Oh, it was the best, Ethan, because it had the it's not a dolly shot, but I can't think of what the shot's called. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I respect it. It's like the Beatles, right? Like I respect it, but I think I might have hated it.
So
I'm
I
not
looked down
sure.
for like a minute of the car chase, which on like a 30-minute episode of TV was a lot of it. I missed the first time she used the smoky arrow, or whatever it was, the like purple goop arrow.
The Play-Doh arrow.
Yeah. But then I looked back up and I saw a whole bunch of arrows. There was the Ant-Man arrow. Big fan of that. I'm going to tell you right now, Ethan, I've changed my mind about this show entirely. This episode, 100%er.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Hawkeye is dad guy. All right. So like all of my also this TV right behind me that you can, if you're watching on the video, you can see, which I don't know if we do video for these episodes.
We
so
do.
Maybe you can. Oh, cool. We do video for these episodes. This TV right here, the speaker is broken. Okay. So when I was watching it, I was like, wow, this is some incredible sound engineering they've done for these death scenes. Very impressive. Turns out speaker broken. I had to go downstairs, and the sound engineering was great.
It was great.
But it was not what I thought it was.
No.
Also, I think I'm coming around on.
Oh, Ben Clarton.
On what?
On Ben Clarton.
I don't know about Bent Clarton, but I think I will be. Well, yeah, I'm coming around on Clint. A lot of like character motivation revealed here. A lot of like.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't seen Clint go God mode yet because like there's no way Clint, an Avenger, could be stuck in this situation. In my mind, this was like a gnat interrogating the interrogators. You remember from Avengers?
Yeah.
That was this whole sequence.
Sure. But like I don't think he wants to be Hawkeye anymore is the thing.
I think that's the show.
Yeah.
Is that we're
So he's trying to it's whatever scene in Spider-Man where Peter like gives up the powers and does the weird dance.
Spider-Man 3?
Is Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
The raindrops keep falling on my head.
That might be 2. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, though, right? That's the whole show.
Yeah.
Is that he's trying not to be Hawkeye and really trying not to be Ronin.
Yeah. But I think he's going to pass the mantle to Kate Bishop, who I think... So we've been getting the setup, right, where Elaine from Seinfeld, who I'm just gonna call Elaine from now on.
Her name's Valentina.
Valentina Elaine has been like gathering the Nega Avengers, right? Where she's got like reverse Captain America, reverse Black Widow, all this stuff. I think Kate Bishop stays good.
Yeah. There is no bad in Kate Bishop.
There is no bad. There is only Haley Steinfeld, which is good, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and then, we'll get a season 2, and it's just Kate and Pizza Dog.
Yes. Also, a dog named Pizza Dog. Listen, I understand you have a dog named Pickles. You couldn't have come up with Pizza Dog.
No, I could never come up with Pizza Dog, but, like, I'm getting a dog next Friday, and there's definitely a lot of societal pressure to name it Pizza Dog right now.
I would say you should.
I think I've sold Kate on Pickles is the problem.
I know. And she's a very indecisive. So if you came into a room and you said, hey, I know we've decided on Pickles.
If I walked into a room right now and said, hey, babe, I think instead of Pickles, we should name it Pizza Dog, I think she would just explode.
Right, because that's also a name as good as, if not better than Pickles.
Yeah.
And so she would have to, like, go back on, not only make a decision, but also go back on a made decision.
I think you would just hear, like, the dial-up tone and her brain would explode.
Yeah.
And I would have to, like, clean her off the walls.
Why is this called 3 Echoes?
It's not. It's called Echoes.
Oh, you're right. Episode 3 Echoes. I thought it was episode : 3 Echoes.
And it's called Echoes because it's a mistake from Hawkeye's past reverberating into his present.
And
it's all about not being able to hear.
Yeah. Which is like the opposite of an echo.
That's true.
Look at my shirt. There's schmutz.
There's some schmaltz on your shirt there.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
Is that some child barf, I would imagine?
No. He threw up on my pants, which I took off.
Oh. He's so cute.
Kid's awesome.
I know. He was in here a minute ago, and I miss him. Oh, I thought you were about to open the door. He's going to be right there.
No, that's Stella. Stella and I have been rekindling. Not that we are lost our relationship, but we've been rekindling. We're trying to go on walks every day. And trying to poop outside more.
Good. Good for Stell.
Yeah. And Stella just had this sticker on her.
That says
I think that's important.
It says baby meds.
Which it's a great metaphor to say that the dog is baby meds.
Yeah.
But it's also, now I'm not going to know which little bucket is full of baby meds.
And which bucket is full of adult meds.
Right. Could I open the bucket and
well, here's the thing.
Glance, no.
I'm sorry. And if this is me throwing a wrench in your organizational problems, I believe that what I'm about to do. But like, if you have one labeled baby meds and you have one that is unlabeled, then that is your fault. Your redundancy has failed you.
So you're saying the fact that I still have one that says adult meds means I'll probably be fine?
If you still have one that says adult meds, then you'd probably be fine, yeah.
Okay, but here's the issue. I have one that says adult meds. I have one that says baby meds, but then I have one that says first aid.
Yeah, but like the reality of 2 of those going missing at the same time.
Also, they're on like the 3rd shelf of my linen closet, which is in my closet in my master bathroom. Which, listen, that sounded like a lot of flex just now, that I have more than one linen closet and a master bathroom. Which I don't think we say master bedroom or master bathroom anymore, for very good reasons. So it might be. I can't remember what we actually do say. But the room that the mommy and daddy sleep in.
The linen closet in the ensuite.
Yes. But
they put the medications in my linen closet in my house, in my good Christian Minecraft server.
But so what I have in there is, I will say I didn't organize my meds until very recently. We now have a bucket. I think we literally have like vitamins and like, I don't know how to say this, like barking dog is how you say it.
You keep Stella in a bucket in the closet?
No.
That's probably why she poops inside.
I would say like herbal preventative care would be the best way to describe it.
Witchcraft. Got it.
No. Like Zicam, emergency, elderberry syrup.
Okay, Zicam and emergency are not like herbal preventatives.
But they're not cold and flu medicine. Do you know what I mean? It's not like
I'm gonna be 100%
it's a
honest
different-
with you. So I understand what you're saying about the Zicam. I do. Okay, I get where you're coming from. That the emergency, and I'm gonna tell you something here. The C in emergency stands for vitamin C. That should be with the vitamins.
I would no. So
It
this
should
bucket
either be
is-
with the vitamins or the cold and flu meds.
I would say that this bucket is vitamins and herbal dailies.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, you should have all your dailies together is really the thing.
Yeah, but it's not. But they're not like imperative dailies. So like, I try to do 2 tablespoons of elderberry every day. I try to. There's going to be somebody with some sort of nutrition degree listening to this, or a dietitian degree, who's like, Tyler, you're just peeing out all of those vitamins. So just chill, buddy. But anyway, this is.
I
what
wake
do,
up, I
especially-
drink a half gallon of apple cider vinegar every day.
Yeah, this is what I do when I feel. Like
I drink I eat a whole can of cinnamon powder.
and then I eat an entire box of oranges.
Navel oranges that I
Navel
culled
oranges.
first.
Yes. No, so I try to, and I don't do it every day, but I try to do 2 tablespoons of elderberry syrup, an emergency, and a glass of.
And strictly speaking, we all should be wearing gloves before going to bed.
a little aloe vera,
You moisturize.
and I try to drink a mug of tea. And I'm not like real discriminate about my tea. If like my kids have a cold or something, then I'll do like a ginger breathe ease, something. But lately I've been just drinking Earl Grey, which I feel like is probably okay. High caffeine content in teabag form.
Oh, teabag form. Wow. I didn't.
Oh,
sorry,
you know, I'm not
I
doing.
didn't know you were a pleb.
Yeah, I'm not doing loose leaf tea. I'm not advanced enough.
Sorry, man. I just thought you loved yourself. It's fine. I'm totally kidding. I've never used loose leaf tea in my life.
You don't drink a lot of tea bags either. Neither do I. But
I drink plenty of tea bags.
do you?
I've definitely drank more tea than you in my life. That's for sure.
Yeah, I would think that you have.
Yeah.
You also drink sweet tea a lot, which I don't.
I have not drank sweet tea on purpose in years.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't like it or anything. I just stopped drinking it at some point.
Yeah.
I think what happens is you see somebody make it one time.
So Hawkeye
and the sugar content really nails down for
really
you.
gets to you.
Hawkeye is a very good show.
Yeah, it is a very good show. I'm very
I
much
was
enjoying
wrong. Also, somebody like added me on Twitter on Wednesday of last week and was like, "Bet you feel a little different about Hawkeye now." And I think what they were, one, you're right, I do. But 2, not for the reason I think you think I am. Because when you made that tweet, I was like, oh man, in this next episode, we're going to be introduced to Satan. Mephisto is in
I'll tell you
the
who we
episode.
weren't introduced to
Dave
was Yelena
Grohl.
Belova.
Yeah, Yelena Belova was not in this episode, which is very upsetting.
Sussy, for sure.
Dave Grohl as the devil was also not in this episode, which was unacceptable.
Well, I mean, we got our villain.
We did, yeah. We also, so there's a moment in this episode, and maybe I missed an important detail that like would have explained this, but I don't think I did. There's a moment where the dragon girl,
Maya.
is, no,
Yes.
yes. Kazi is the guy.
Yeah.
Where Maya is about to go fight the big kid at the karate class,
Yeah.
about to go spar, and her uncle is talking to her, and he says, like, you're going to do great. And then he stands up and walks away, and a different person in a black suit, like, says, like, doesn't say anything. They never show the face, but, like, adjusts her shirt or something, or something related. And I don't think it's ever revealed who that is. So I think that's something.
I think that's Wilson Fisk.
You think that's Wilson Fisk?
If we're so Kevin Feige.
By the way, called it.
Okay, but why would they decanonize the show then?
But
What's
can
the
you
point?
say
What's
can
the
you
point?
say you were right, Tyler? You called it.
You were right.
People
Tyler,
do
you called
care
it.
about this.
Apparently. I just feel like if people cared about it, they would have watched the show.
I don't think it was that it wasn't watched. I think Kevin Feige was like, a lot of people are watching the show on Netflix, and we're about to launch Disney Plus.
Anyway.
So screw you, Netflix.
Yeah, so
Bob
based
Iger
on
won't let me put
your
this on
findings
Disney
from last
Plus.
week, I think it's Wilson Fisk.
Yes.
Because who better to be like low level street crime in New York, and for Hawkeye to be like, yeah, there's somebody up at the top that you don't want to mess. That's Wilson Fisk, 100%. Because it was a huge dude,
Yeah.
huge dude.
But he didn't have like a ring or anything. Wilson Fisk, very notably, not a wedding band, but has a signet ring.
I don't know. Did he have it in 2007? Did he get it after the battle? Did he get it from Daredevil?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Daredevil, the Ben Affleck movie, and I was like, I don't think it was that Wilson Fisk,
No.
because he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to bring back Charlie Cox as Daredevil, I'm not going to be upset with them bringing back, what's his name, Vincent D'Onofrio
Yeah.
as Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
I'm just a huge dude. It was a huge dude in a black suit who is in charge of street crime in New York. That's all I'm saying. It's not always about the money, Maya. It's about the Mets.
About the
baby.
Mets, baby.
Go Mets. Get a home run.
I was on MLB.com shopping for Mets merch today. I didn't buy any, but I want you to know I was there.
Here's the thing: is the MLB knows that I'm pretending to be a Mets fan now, right? So like, I just get ads for like MLB stuff. I'll get like an ad for like the New Era 47 collection, which is all the like retro merch. And, and it'll be like, here's a cool Yankees thing. Here's a cool Red Sox thing. And I go in there and I'm like, oh, I wonder if they have that cool thing, but for the Mets. No, they don't.
They don't.
They
I saw
don't.
the exact same ad. It was a hoodie, right?
It was like a white hoodie with
Like a black hood.
with a black hood. Yeah. And I was like, oh man, get that in blue and orange. Let's go.
Let's go.
They didn't
go
have
Mets, baby.
Because I was about to literally buy two of them.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious Christmas if you and I bought each other the same hoodie.
The same Mets hoodie. I had the same problem. I was talking about this as long as we're talking about sports and the holidays. My favorite football team, greatest football team in the land, playoff-bound Washington football team with the greatest quarterback of all time. Some calling him Taylor Brady. I call him by his proper name, Taylor Heineke. Taylor Bud Lighteke.
Literally
as some people call him.
no one is calling him Taylor Brady. No one.
Actually, this is probably like the most accurate. Like, I'll say right now, you can argue this point all you want. There are 2 teams playing smart football right now and 30 teams playing football with good players right now, and those 2 teams are Washington and New England.
Okay, but if you're going to compare one young quarterback to Tom Brady, it's Mac Jones, not
It's
Taylor
Mac
Heineke.
Jones. I know. But you cannot argue that point. That like,
I have not watched the
Rivera is a
Washington football
genius.
team play this year.
Oh my God,
I will not
it's
watch the
amazing.
Washington football team play until they play the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs because I do not care about them. And they're a bad
That's
team owned by
so
bad people
good.
with a bad fan base.
fan base is not the
Despicable
greatest,
ownership, despicable fan base.
but Ron Rivera,
Sure.
Taylor Heineke.
I don't like Taylor Heineke. He played at ODU. I don't like
Scary
ODU.
Terry. I like ODU because Taylor Heineke went to ODU, and because it was the D1 school nearby when we were in college. Anyway, this is so they don't have Mets merch that we want. The Washington football team is going to change their name to something else, and they're not going to keep the Washington football team name, I think, unless they at least go to the NFC Championship. If they go to the NFC Championship, I think you keep the name. If they win the NFC Championship,
If they win the
or
Super Bowl this year, they have to keep it forever.
they have to keep the name if they win the Super Bowl. If they go to the Super Bowl, I think they can still change the name. But I think if they, I think it goes.
I think
50%
the ultimate power
they-
play would be to come out in the Super Bowl with the new name.
Oh, that would be good. You think they're going to win the NFC Championship?
Fuck
It's
no.
not impossible.
Absolutely not. I think they're going to win the NFC Championship.
Who in the NFC is any good at all?
New England, not New England. Tampa Bay, Green
We already
Bay.
beat Tampa Bay, so we can
The
do
Bays.
that. Green Bay is good.
Okay, you beat Tampa Bay on a fluke.
No,
that's not going to happen twice, especially not a
plan.
Hey, buddy, you beat Tampa Bay on a fluke, not a game plan, and it's not going to happen twice, especially not against Tom Brady in the playoffs.
So I think Tampa Bay in the playoffs is going to be the challenge. But it's it's a comeback game. Taylor and Tom. And I think this is what I truly think is if we go to the NFC Championship game, and I don't know exactly how the bracket works out, so I don't know if this is possible. But if we go to the NFC Championship game and play the Packers, which I think we have to play them earlier, but if we play the Packers in the NFC Championship, then I think Aaron Rodgers throws the game.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. He's done a pretty good job of throwing every other NFC Championship since 2011.
No, I think he willfully throws the game, like he did on week 1 of this season.
The thing is, he'll be killed. He'll be assassinated at that point.
Yeah.
If he doesn't go out there and give it his all, he'll be assassinated.
Yeah. Anyway, what I'm saying is they didn't have the Mets hoodie that we both wanted. I think the Washington football team is going to change their name again because their merch is so minimal and so selective.
Yeah.
And there's 2 versions of the logo anywhere. There's a W and there's the words written out, and that's it. And for that reason, I think that they have a share drive at the facility just full of logos and merch and stuff for
ready to go.
2 or 3 team names. Yeah, for whatever they're going to announce.
For the day after the Super Bowl.
Right.
Anyway,
that would be a Dan Snyder move for us to win the Super Bowl and still change
the name. A Dan Snyder move would be to win the Super Bowl, change the name, and move to Kansas City.
Right. St. Louis wanted the team.
Yeah.
They've already got a stadium.
We're going to be the Oklahoma City Washington football teams. Stop getting off topic of Hawkeye.
Kate Bishop, I'll say this. Kate Bishop is a Mets fan. Guaranteed.
Almost certainly not.
You think Kate Bishop is a Yankees fan?
Yeah, she's a real New Yorker.
No. Here's why. Her dad was humble. Her mom's a Yankees fan. That was a marriage.
No, I don't think you're correct about this.
I think
people don't like the Mets.
I think Kate
City
Bishop,
people don't like the Mets. Manhattan people do not like the Mets.
Kate Bishop is a Mets-Jets fan.
No shot. Kate Bishop doesn't watch football. Kate Bishop is like a Bills fan.
Who do you think Hawkeye cheers for?
I think Hawkeye cheers for...
I think he was into...
I think Hawkeye was very sad when the St. Louis Rams left St. Louis.
I was going to say literally the exact same thing. That Hawkeye was into the St. Louis Rams, and when they moved, he was done.
Hawkeye's a big I mean, I think Hawkeye cheers for a Big Ten football team that is not Iowa, just because of the thing.
Why not Iowa?
Or a Big 12 team. Sorry. Because the Iowa Hawkeyes.
You think? Oh, you think?
Big Nebraska Cornhuskers fan. That Clint Barton.
No,
is.
I think he's Iowa State.
Where does he go to live in Endgame? Where's that ranch that he has?
Iowa. Cyclones.
That's pretty on the nose, honestly.
Cyclones.
Yeah, you're probably right in that case. There's no way he's an Iowa fan, right?
Yeah. No.
Trying to lay low, no way he's an Iowa fan.
Also, I think he hates himself.
He probably went to Northwestern, actually.
Is the purple?
Yeah.
Him defending the purple in this freaking episode being it's for... I need to be a ghost. I need to be a shadow. I don't want people to notice me. It's buddy, you wear a purple jumpsuit.
I just love that they're pretending that Kate Bishop has not figured out that he's Ronin.
I think she hasn't, and I think it's because she's so infatuated with him.
With the idea
that
of
she could
Hawkeye,
never.
that he couldn't possibly
Yeah.
be the murderer.
Right.
Yeah, this is a good episode.
She kills multiple people in this, doesn't she?
Yeah. They're non-lethal methods, though.
Okay. It's like, I mean, okay.
That scene with the phone call was hard to watch, man. That was a good one. That was toughy.
That was so
That was
good.
toughy. Yeah.
Is the girl that plays Maya, is she deaf and an amputee?
I have no idea. I'll tell you what, though. Marvel definitely listened.
To what?
When people were like, hey, guys, it's kind of weird that like you chose to make Hawkeye not deaf. They were like, okay, we hear you. We got you. Just trust us.
I think we made the comment last week that like, you know, all the other shows are tackling something big and this one's not, but it kind of is. And I didn't recognize it. Obviously it wasn't as on the nose until this episode, but like, it's much, and I think we could have predicted this. It's much more like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where that was addressing, racial inequality, very on the nose on film. I think Hawkeye is doing a really good job, and I could be wrong about this. I'd be curious to hear what Keeley has to say, but I think Hawkeye is doing a good job of addressing having disability represented on screen.
Yeah.
Behind the camera, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Where it's like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was literally about racism.
Right.
And this, I don't think, is about disability.
No. No, otherwise the Hawkeye and the pseudo villain, the anti-hero, would not match up so closely.
Yeah. Alaqua Cox introduced... Oh, and she was on Hollywood Insider. Oh. TV series pre-production Echo.
Oh, so she's Echo.
She's Echo.
Getting her own TV show. Oh boy, lovely. Just what we needed. More of these things.
More of them. According to IMDb, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know who can edit these. According to IMDb, is deaf and is an amputee with a prosthetic lower leg.
Cool.
And grew up on a Menominee Indian reservation in Wisconsin.
Nice.
I apologize if I pronounced that wrong.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did either, but I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat episode of Old Hawkeye. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a good time with this one.
I did too.
Enjoying the show so far. It's easy, right? Like it's not it fits well in the Christmas spirit, you know?
Yes.
Like,
and I
it's-
do think... Oh, gosh, excuse me.
It's just like,
I think it will become a comfort show.
yeah. Not for me probably, but yeah. It's a little like
I do
explodey
think-
for a comfort show.
It's a little explodey. My other comfort show is... I think what this show is trying to beat on some level. My other comfort show is Arrow, which is very similar to this. Like, there was even parts of this episode where I was like, you were trying to shove it in their face.
In
I know
what
you
way?
are. It's like little things. Like, there was the whole sequence of them being tied up, not to the things they were tied up to, but that whole sequence is like pulled directly from the first episode of Arrow. Like where Oliver gets off, runs around, beats the crap out of people while Tommy, or in this case Kate, is still like tied up.
Gotcha.
And even like the way it was shot to me was like, this is very familiar to me.
I recognize this.
And I think like one thing I think Arrow did really well, at least in the first few seasons, is and maybe I'll be wrong if I revisit it, but one thing they did well was like making convincing bow and arrow scenes like at a superhero level, and this show is doing that very well also.
Yeah. Well, and they definitely proved that in concept in the movies since the beginning, basically.
Yeah, since Thor.
Yeah. At no point
Doesn't-
was I like, oh man, Hawkeye's powers. That was not properly represented.
Right. I did have a that was not properly represented moment while watching
Yeah,
this.
I brought 11 arrows. I killed 11 people.
What was it? It was something in...
We're out of regular arrows. What do you mean we're out of regular? Trick arrows? She's so excited. And he's like, not this one, not this one. And then the one
then she
explodes.
kills some
she's,
people.
She's like, you had 4 that were more dangerous than that?
I like how they pull out the USB arrow, too. I thought that was brilliant
Yeah.
to, like...
Distract him.
Yeah. Well, and it was also, like, a callback. Like, he actually did use this one time.
Yeah.
Though I'll be honest with you. I think if we put a USB port on the tip of an arrow and gave it to a world-class archer and had them fire a professional strength bow at you, I think it would go through you.
Yeah, just because it's blunt, it wouldn't...
It's not even like that blunt. Like a
Yeah.
USB like a USB port is like a sharp square
a sharp square.
or a sharp rectangle.
That's true. Yeah, it's not a square.
Not a square.
Big geometry is gonna get on you.
Rectangles are squares.
No.
Yes.
No, other way around.
No, all squares are rectangles.
Yes.
All squares are parallelograms.
That's
But
true.
not all rhombuses are squares.
No rhombuses are squares.
Correct. Yes, rhombuses can be squares, right?
I don't think so.
I think maybe a rhombus is 2 sets of parallel lines that are not perpendicular to each other. So yes, it could never be a square.
Yeah.
Big geometry is going to come for Joe Boy.
For Joe Byron.
For Joe Byron. I'm certain. I'm certain she's a Mets fan.
I don't see why you'd think that.
Because it's the, like, nice person's baseball team.
It's not.
Who likes the Mets? No, the
No
Yankees
one.
are the...
No one likes the Mets. Borough people like the Mets. Long Islanders like the Mets. I promise you, an uptown Manhattan girl is not going out to the boonies in Queens to go to a baseball game.
she
I don't
is.
think she is, man. I think that's silly of you.
I think that's her character to a T. That, like, yeah, I'm from the Upper East Side. I go to lunch with Blair Waldorf. And you know what Blair Waldorf doesn't like? The Mets, baby. Because it's not always about the money, Kate Bishop. Sometimes
But it
it's all
is
about
for
the
Kate
Mets.
Bishop.
But it's not about the money for Kate Bishop. For Kate Bishop, it's about Hawkeye.
Right, but she's always been young and she's always been rich.
That's such a good line.
Yeah.
So maybe by the end of the series, she'll be a Mets fan.
Wilson Fisk can be a Mets fan. That makes sense.
Why? Because he's from Hell's Kitchen?
No. It's like blue collar.
Wilson Fisk is not blue collar.
Sure he is.
The man collects
He's down in
fine
there in
art.
the streets.
He's not building the streets.
Oh, he's building the streets.
He's tearing the streets down, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Did you see the trailer for the new Into the Spider-Verse? No, Tyler, I don't watch trailers. That's okay. I didn't see it either. I just thought maybe you had and you could say something about it.
Didn't know it even came out.
I honestly didn't know either until Straw Hat Goofy was like, let's talk about this new trailer. Let's talk about this new trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. He said it just like this.
I'll tell you, I'm definitely not going to watch a trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. I'm going to interface with that movie as little as humanly possible until I have to go see it in a movie theater.
Because the trailers mess you up?
The whole thing messes me up.
Still?
Yes.
Man, I thought when you saw it, you would have been like, oh, no, you know what? This is actually a Spider-Man.
No. No.
Oh, it's so good.
Can your wife not still watch Incredibles 2? Did that not change over time?
No, she still definitely can't watch that.
Yeah, okay, then hop off.
I'm not on.
I mean, you've just never been particularly understanding about the problem I have with that movie.
I guess I don't understand it.
You don't have to. You have to take my word for it. That's it. Makes me nauseous. Gives me a migraine.
What does the word noxious mean?
Like toxically smelly.
You ever smell a noxious hot tub before?
Don't even start. Don't even start. Don't bring it up. Stop doing the Green Goblin laugh.
I'm trying to do the we've been doing this for 45 minutes.
No, we BS'd for 11 minutes at the beginning.
Well, either way, I think that puts us at about wrap time.
Okay. What laugh are you trying to do?
It's kind of like a Jabba the Hutt, but it's also kind of like a Beavis and Butthead, like so it's like somewhere in there.
Solo.
Also, Andros from
Who?
Star Fox 64.
No idea.
Oh, what does he say? Fox and Wolf. Andros. You'll never defeat the Andros. Classic. Anyway, I think we talked about Hawkeye a little bit. I'm in now. We talked a little bit about theory, about Wilson Fisk, about the Mets, baby.
The Mets, baby. It's not always about the money, Clint.
Sometimes. It's
Fucking, of course I want peanut butter, Clint.
It's Bowser when Mario dies in Super Mario 64.
On that note, Bacon and Eggs has been a production of the WB&E Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, you can go to WBNE.org and find any of our shows anywhere podcasts are sold or given away for free. Our graphics are by Vaishon Brandon, Vaishon Designs on Instagram. Our music by Sam C. Jones, thesamcjones.com, I believe.
Or Sam C. Jones on Spotify.
Sam C. Jones on Spotify. Got a new album out, Overdue Confession 2, Electric Boogaloo. Streaming now
Overdue
everywhere.
Confessions 2 is the name of the album?
Yeah.
These are my overdue confessions.
Yeah.
Just when I thought I said all I could say, my overdue chick on the side said she got one on the way. Oh, it even fits.
Yeah, it's a whole album full of Usher covers and by Sam C. Jones. It's a great modern alt country kind of rockabilly vibe. Real
They like Johnny Cash and Elvis and
yeah, because that's traditionally how people that listen to Elvis talk. Is Elvis Presley. That's the kind of guy that I'm looking for in rock and roll music.
Willie Nelson, Toby Keith.
Yeah, I'm sure the overlap of people that love Elvis Presley and love Toby Keith is just a circle on the Venn diagram.
Sam C. Jones.
Anyway, my name's Ethan Edgehill. That's Tyler Carlin. Until next time, bye.
Bye.